Why would you give me an apartment that is falling apart? The refrigerator was not refrigerating. We're walking on thin ice here, you know, but we're gonna get through it. I accidentally put my card information in a false website, so I had to cancel all of my cards and get new ones. So right now, I currently only have one form of payment, which is about to expire this month. Hi, so it's been a few days since I've talked to you because things just got pretty bad. So there were more things wrong. Currently, the front door still has a gap and the refrigerator is now broken. And I don't know if I told you about the oven, but the oven was also like smoking. So that was crazy. That is crazy. But everything else other than the sticky floors, because that's just how it is, I guess, has been taken care of. I have a new washer. They fixed the sink. Yeah, but now the refrigerator is broken. So I was like, oh, I can start cooking. And then now everything that was in the refrigerator is bad. And I have to wait to get like either a new refrigerator or that one fixed. And then the front door still has a gap. So we shall see if that gets fixed. But yeah, that's crazy that I had. Let me give you a list of things that was wrong because it's crazy. I'm currently doing laundry. Finally, I was like running out of clothes, so I'm really excited to be doing laundry. But yeah, the things that were wrong with the apartment were the refrigerator, the stove, the sink not draining, the toilet handle was loose, the bathroom door wouldn't close or lock, the front door has a gap, and then there's this light that shines through the window. Really bright because it's literally facing, it's the light that lights up the building and it's facing my window. So I have to get blackout lights, curtains. But that's fixable. But everything else, I was just like, bro, what is this? Like, I would find something else wrong with the apartment as the minutes, not even the days, the minutes went by. I was like so frustrated. And then the first day they came out, I emailed them and I was like, hey, all of it, I think it was like a list of like 9 things that were wrong. And the girl was like, oh yeah, like, I'm so sorry, you're dealing with that, we're gonna send somebody out. I had to work the next day and I was like, are you guys gonna send someone out? Like, do I have to be home, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, you don't have to be home. I was like, okay. And I didn't get any communication from them. So then I get home and I was like checking, like, is anything done? Nothing was done. So I was like, that I could see. So I emailed them and I was like, hey, like, doesn't look like anything was done. Are they gonna come today? Blah, blah, blah. They're like, yeah, they're gonna come today. So then I come in the next day and the door had been fixed. The door, like the bathroom door had been fixed. And it looked like nothing else was touched. But then I opened the laundry and I was like, oh, well, this looks like it's been touched. And my rags that I was washing were out, but only one of them was on top of the washing machine. So I was like, did they fix it? Did they not? Like, no one let me know, like, hey, your thing is fixed, or hey, your thing is not fixed, don't use it, or like nothing. Nobody told me anything. So then I was just frustrated at that point. Yeah, so I sent them like a strongly worded email and I was like, it's just very frustrating that you guys aren't communicating with me, la, 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 whatever. And then this morning, the handyman guy came and he's super tall and I was low-key scared because he came by and I was like, hello. And he's like, hi, I'm here to like fix or whatever. And he's like, wait, don't you like live here already? I was like, yeah, I lived. And he's like, on another floor. I was like, yeah, I was living in another floor, but I moved to this floor and this is what's wrong with the apartment. So I went around and I was like, this is wrong, this is wrong. I was like literally walking around showing him everything that was wrong. And then I went to the sink and I was like, look, this is still not draining. He's like, I fixed that. I was like, no, you didn't. And I like turned on the water and I was like, look, it's not draining. And then for the oven, he was like, oh, well, like, let me run the oven and see if it's like still smoking or whatever. And he ran it at 3 something. I was like, no, I was running it at 425. He's like, that's pretty high. I'm like, well, that's what my recipe said to run it at. So if it can't handle 425, then something's wrong with it, you know? So we ran it at 425. And then when I walked in today, and then as I was about to leave, last night I realized that the refrigerator was not refrigerating. Like, the things weren't cold because I made something with the mayo and I touched the mayo and I was like, why isn't this cold? And I touched everything else and I was like, nothing in here is cold. So everything that's in my refrigerator is now like dead. And so this morning when he came in, I was like, hey, also this isn't on the list of things, but the refrigerator is not working. And then I showed him and I was like, I had it at a lower, like I didn't have it, but like when someone gave me the apartment, it was at a lower like level than it should have been. So I turned it up last night, but this morning it's still not like cold enough. And he's like, okay, I'll check it out. And then so when I came in right now after work, it's still not cold enough, so that needs to be replaced. And so now the only two things that are missing to be replaced are the front door gap being fixed and the refrigerator, because I checked the drain, it is now draining. They gave me a new washer, they fixed the door, they fixed the toilet, so everything's looking pretty good. But I was very frustrated. Like, I feel bad for the emails that I sent, but I was like, bro, like, why would you give me an apartment that is falling apart? You know what I mean? Like, if it's not available because it's falling apart, then don't give it to someone. Just tell them it's not available. You know what I mean? I mean, things are looking up. It's just waiting for the refrigerator to be fixed, and then I can get on with my life, start meal prepping, start blah, blah. Oh, and then on top of that, I, dumb little me, I accidentally put my card information in a false website, so I had to cancel all of my cards and get new ones. So right now I currently only have one form of payment, which is about to expire this month. And so I'm about to only have cash, if that, because yeah. So we're walking on thin ice here, you know, but we're gonna get through it. God always provides. It's all gonna be fine. But I was just very negative the past few days, and I was just like, I cannot vlog like that because I'm just gonna start crying. So, and I haven't cried about it actually, which is rare because usually my first instinct is to cry. I've just been angry and like just angry about it. But now I'm good. So I'm just waiting for the refrigerator and everything else will be great. But yeah, pray for me. Thanks. Bye.